Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Mahan Shakti Devataya Namaha. Number 11. One person asked, you said, Name Bhakta Pranashyati, meaning my devotees never perish or suffer. But at the end you say, Yate Chassi Tatha Kuru, meaning do as you wish. How do you thus disown your own responsibility? Sri Krishna smiled and said, your question is very good. No doubt I own responsibility to see that my devotee realizes his wish. I have helped Arjuna to realize his wish many times. In spite of that, he forgot his Swadharma, owning infatuation, saying, my brothers, my grandfather, and preceptors, etc. He forgot his duty. This was his downfall. I cannot tolerate the downfall of my devotee who has trusted me all through his life. That is why I taught him first of all Swadharma. I induced him to give up I-ness and accept challenge to fight. I removed his erroneous concept of sin and merit. When I understood that he has woken up to my words and that he is now capable of deciding right and wrong, I told him, do as you wish. I give the power of discrimination. Therefore, it is I who gave him wisdom to decide only after removing infatuation and doubts, moh and sanshay from his mind. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati is also wrongly interpreted to mean that I have taken promise from Arjuna to see that my devotees are protected and that they do not suffer. I do not approve of this interpretation. The words in Bhagavad Gita are mine. The promise given is also mine. Therefore, my devotees never undergo degradation. I do not ask Arjuna to do as I wish after removing all his doubts because nothing moves, not even a leaf, without my wish or sanction in this world. I have incarnated to lessen the burden of this earth. Therefore, war was inevitable. Caste is not decided on the basis of birth but by work. This is abundantly made clear in Bhagavad Gita. Caste is not as per birth but as per work. Caste depends on actions, karma, and not birth, that is janma. Number 12. Srimati Tai was asked, is life only the number of years of life? What we should do to attain fulfillment of our life? Srimati Tai replied, it is very good that you have asked this question. The dumb animals also have a long life. But will you say that this is life? Life means facing all the turbulences of happiness and sorrow met in life. In this life, sometimes it is required to tell lies, hurt someone's feelings, kill the wishes and mind itself. Such behavior is resorted to by the more responsible persons on and off. Okay, you may do so, but before going to sleep at night, say Shri Krishna Arpan Namastu and dedicate all your action to me. I know this is very difficult. If action brings good results, the ego of ownership of actions comes in the way. If it results in bad, then the mind gets troubled even though the action has been dedicated to me. Tai said, "Good things are not offered to me, only spoiled things are offered to me. Ask any lady present here if you want a confirmation." Tai also joined in our laughter. All good things accrue from me. I desire you to enjoy them in my name. Thus, dedicating all your actions to me, taking my help, face the odds of life, resting under my shade of protection. It is true that all saints come to me in the end, but all of them do not come to me easily. They undergo innumerable insults, adverse criticism, public neglect, and isolation throughout their life peacefully. They trust me. They have unshakable faith in me. Sant Tukaram bodily reached my Vaikuntha by repeating the three-lettered Vithala mantra. Sant Dhyaneshwara had to suffer rebukes such as children of a recluse. He suffered indignation and insults at every step. But see, he has given us a precious, matchless treatise on Bhagavad Gita containing 9,000 OVs in Sri Dhyaneshwari. But in this voluminous work, there is no mention of the hardships suffered by him during his childhood. On the contrary, he has prayed to Universal Atma to bestow his prasad to one and all. Sant Janabai suffered being beaten up by Badwas. I took birth in a lower caste to discharge the debt of Damaji. I became a servant in the house of Sant Eknath Maharaj, assuming the name of Sri Khandaya, and brought water, churned sandal paste for almost 12 years. I wove shele of Sant Kabir, danced in the Kirtana, that is singing praise of Sant Namdev, and in fact manifested to eat his offerings, Naivedya. All saints in reality are my forms. I undergo sufferings for them, seeing their innocent devotion towards me. These saints have given up everything for my sake. I therefore choose to become their servant, friend, to get myself lost in them. It is not that easy to attain this state of innocent devotion, because here one has to give up ego altogether and totally surrender at my feet. Number 13. Someone questioned, "You have stated in Bhagavad Gita that there are different paths to reach you, namely Gyan Marg, Bhakti Marg, Karma Marg, etc. It is said that Gyan Marg is more difficult than Bhakti Marg. Is it so?" Sri Krishna said, "This question is commonly asked. There is difference in Gyan Marg and Bhakti Marg. The devotees of Gyan Marg read many volumes, that is Granth. No doubt they get knowledge, Gyan, but at the same time their doubts also get increased. Faith and devotion do not get established by pondering over different subjects based on logical reasoning. These devotees, therefore, are kept away from me because by the study of volumes, that is Granth, there is no increase in meekness and humility. Instead, there is increase in ego, ahankar. Sandhyaneshwara says ego, that is ahankar, hangs on to the neck of a jnani but does not affect a jnani. This is wonderful. If you want me, then it is necessary to remove ego, that is ahankar, from your mind. Trust me and call me from your heart. I shall be pleased to rest in your heart. In fact, I am awaiting the call from such devotees. A scientist from Kolaba who was engaged in some research work could not complete his project. He had no mind to see and consult Srimati Tai of Badlapur. As a last resort, he came to Krishna Kutir. Just as he entered, Sri Krishna said, "Are you doing research work? There is a fault in such and such a place. You could not detect it so far. Now go back and set it right. Your research will be completed as also you will be promoted." He was shocked and surprised beyond measure to listen to this. After tea he said, "Tai, really speaking, I do not have trust or faith being a scientist, but I am unable to go away from here. Is there any magnet here?" Sri Krishna laughed and jokingly said, "What a scientist you are! I pervade all the living and non-living things of the universe. Find out for yourself why you do not wish to go away from here. You are a great scientist. First of all, learn to see me in every atom." When I was in Houston, a scientist who had no trust in me came to meet me. He had jotted down some questions in his diary. He said, "Would Sri Krishna mind answering some of my questions?" I said, "Yes, go on." Thereupon he opened his diary but could not ask any questions. He was totally puzzled and said, "Tai, why it is so that I am unable to ask you questions on seeing you?" Sri Krishna smiled and said, "Arey, I am the one who gives you intelligence. Therefore, on seeing me, your intelligence got diminished. You cannot ask questions because you do not have trust in me." He therefore remained crestfallen and dumb. Do not compare devotion, bhakti with knowledge, jnana at all, because they are incomparable. Ego increases with jnana. Though I like jnani bhakt, his ego does not allow him to come near me. The innocent devotee has no doubts absolutely. He reaches me because of his doubtless mind. The bhakti marg appears easy, but in reality it is not at all easy. It is ridden with great hardships. The path is full of thorns. If I am to be reached, one has to tolerate great hardships and root. One has to forget his self. In fact, I myself come to such innocent devotees. I take him upon my head. I speak with him, dance with him, sing and share his meals. He is very dear to me. The devotion of saints is innocent. Saints are also innocent. They have nothing to get except me. Therefore, Sri Krishna in Jnaneshwari says, if any devotee has interest in singing my praise, I adore him on my head like a crown. Number 14. Someone asked, Thai, present day children are getting spoiled by TV addiction. The easy comforts of life have made them careless and idle. Srimati Tai said, all this is true if we maintain some discipline in the house. TV is not bad. There are many good things worth seeing on TV. The whole world has come nearer on account of TV, phone, vehicles of transport, etc. All this is due to advancement in science and technology. This progress will continue further. Time rolls on. We should adjust to the changing times. We should observe discipline and also must inculcate discipline in our children to ensure that the affairs of society run smoothly. We should protect our morality and faith and also learn to respect the morals of others. What is faith? It is the effort done to uplift and improve the behavior. What is wrong in it? What is done to downgrade the behavior is blind faith. How can it be good? There is no need to go to pilgrim centers or temples to find me. Your body itself is my temple. I am established within you only. It is I who gives you strength and intelligence. Have you surrendered yourself to me completely? Are you putting efforts in my work? If you err while doing my work, I shall rectify the mistakes. I do not give you good or bad life based on the actions of the present life. Your past life and inheritance of family line go to make your present life. If you want that the present inheritance should pass on to the next generation, then bring them up in good culture. Make them aware of the results of their present bad tendencies. Give them a clear idea of your economic capabilities. Convince them that the cars, bungalows and comforts which are assessed in a few moments in a cinema require lifetime effort to realize in practical life. Teach them to see closely both society and social institutions. Ask them to trust saints, gods and parents. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu.